at this level is intelligence and IQ. And we're not going to end up like that over there. I got knocked out.
I bet you if you lay a finger on me, I bet you don't make it to September 14th. I bet you that. Put a finger on me, I bet you don't make it to the fight. That'll be me up there. That'll be me up there, you put a finger on me. Bet you that.
Hey, look, take it easy. I'm gonna take care of him for you. I promise you. I promise you.
Fight fans, welcome back. Whether it's on stage or behind the scenes, Edgar Berlanga loves confrontation.
Oh, watch what's gonna happen. I told him I'm gonna break every bone in your face, bro. I'm gonna break every bone in his face. And it's not capping.
And whilst the initial announcement drew another wave of criticism from fans and media,
how you get to Canelo and didn't fight no top 10 contenders?
The concept of another rising star ready to take the sport's ultimate acid test just got a lot more interesting.
He's a knockout artist, so you know anytime you got that kind of power, you always got a chance, but he's fighting the best.
This is Canelo versus Berlanga, a closer look.
Nobody really knows Berlanga, but look at that's what happened with me and Anthony Joshua. Nobody knew who I was, and boom, out of nowhere, I shocked the world. Welcome
to a Motivedia presentation.
Presentando al orgulloso hijo de la República de México.
The Mexico versus Puerto Rico collisions always bring heat, going back to De La Hoya versus Trinidad and Cotto versus Margarito.
And we've seen some great fights historically when it comes to Mexico and Puerto Rico. Is there a different kind of pressure?
It's good. Oh, and Trinidad hits him after the bell.
But this guy's got a ton of heart.
And whilst this one doesn't quite have that same vibe yet, Edgar Berlanga has made an early attempt to stoke the fire, as he so often does.
You think everybody else is scared of you?
You think I'm scared of you?
These guys, bro.
You need 20 like you.
Nah.
Huh? You're nothing.
100.
You're nothing.
I want to take his place, you know. He's already old. He's already out the door, you know. And I know it's time for a new champ, you know what I'm saying? And you got a Puerto Rican superstar right here.
Taunts of the past have never fazed Canelo. Actually, quite the opposite.
Is there anything that scares you, Canelo Alvarez? What frightens you?
Those who have chosen to talk trash in the build-up seem to have fallen victim to an even more sinister demise.
I love it because then, hey, you know when somebody is under my skin, I make they pay in the hard way. We want to feel something different, I promise.
Plant was punished for his press conference antics.
Plant has to find a way to hold on, but he can't.
Canelo is a who vacated his WBC middleweight title. A little ginger.
And Saunders was banished into retirement with a broken orbital.
And this is what Canelo does to opponents.
Both men were warned in the build-up, thanks to Canelo's rapid grasp of the English language.
You are in a big problem now.
Let's go.
And unfortunately for Berlanga, their recent trade-offs sound almost identical.
You can do what you do.
September 14, you're gonna see something different. Believe me.
You know when Canelo gets like that, last time it was against Caleb Plant.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. English speaking Canelo, a whole different level of energy, man.
It's a monster.
Bro.
Everybody wants to fight me. Everybody, if I fight one guy, he's doing this. If I fight that other guy, he's doing. But it's part of the.
It comes with the sport.
It comes with the sport, and I'm good.
Refusing to crumble to public demand, nor cave to Saudi pressure.
He said he respects me, but he doesn't respect what we are doing in boxing, and I don't understand it.
Look, I don't like the way he talk. If he wants to work with me, it's in my way, not in their way.
Canelo learned from the best to be astute both inside the ring and out.
The ultimate goal is to become a winner, not just in the ring, but on the outside as well.
And where Floyd's paydays remain in a bracket of their own, Alvarez's are certainly not far behind.
You know what? It's interesting. Canelo certainly doesn't need the Turki al-Sheikh money.
Canelo Berlanga could draw comparisons to a Floyd versus Berto kind of fight. Floyd made $32 million that night, and Berto $4.
How can you blame him
Paulie, I mean, you've been a two-time champion. It's about making them miss, making them pay, little punishment, lots of cash.
The difference being where Floyd's former opponents chased shadows for 12 rounds.
With Mayweather, it's like fighting a ghost.
Some of these shots, Sergio.
Yes, he is. And every time Canelo tries to do anything, he's coming back with a punch. You can see that.
Sooner or later, Father Time gets you. And maybe, he's gotten a little older since the McGee fight.
Canelo's a human being, like
And you know, the eyes never lie, bro. This right here, you could tell when somebody got fear. Those other guys, he probably put fear in them. He ain't putting fear in us.
Edgar Luis Berlanga Jr., a powerful 22-0 Puerto Rican who hasn't lost a step.
The power is natural. It's God-given. It's a gift.
Absolutely delivers on all the hype.
The Brooklyn Beast is back, baby.
Berlanga is also no stranger to criticism, as despite a devastating streak of highlight reel knockouts and bulldozing power, the 27-year-old now suffers from the recoil of those all-too-familiar Mike Tyson comparisons.
What do we have here in the super middleweight division?
Mike Tyson style, dig him down, pick him up.
What a chin for the boy, but he couldn't take anymore.
Think about the career arc of Edgar Berlanga. We're talking about a guy that had this incredible KO streak, first-round KO streak.
Guys, 16 in a row, first-round knockouts. 16 in a row. That's crazy.
Second coming of Mike Tyson. They're hyping him up on ESPN. It becomes must-watch TV.
I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm sitting here and I'm nervous, Tess. Is the streak gonna stay alive?
The streak continues. We got a star in Vegas.
I keep going the way I'm going and keep executing, the game and keep dominating. I see that happening very soon, me and Canelo Alvarez.
Somebody was always going to survive to the final bell. Even for Mike himself back in 1986, that first person was James Quick Tillis, the fighting cowboy, in his 20th professional bout.
As he has managed to stay away from Tyson's thunderbolts, although he just took a right hand.
How disappointed are you that the knockout string is over?
Not at all. If anything, I feel relieved, and I'm confident if I wanted to, I could have knocked them out.
For Edgar, the aura-dissolving moment came 3 fights sooner in his 17th outing against Demond Nicholson.
It's kind of up that I had to go those rounds with the people here. I know that they wanted a first-round knockout, but I enjoyed getting the experience.
So with this Berlanga thing, that was all it was. Ooh, is the streak going to continue? Is he ready for Canelo? I'm like, dude, I get it. He has these knockouts, but he's a great prospect. He's still young.
Now he can actually develop.
Now,
and not just focus on getting a knockout in the first 3 minutes.
For Mike, as we know, the knockouts continued thick and fast, with a few tough characters lasting the distance. For Edgar, however, things have been a little more tricky.
And then the competition steps up and the streak goes away and he begins to struggle.
Everybody expects that every fight. So if you don't and you take somebody to the distance or you take somebody to the 6th round, they're like, Edgar fell off, he ain't the same.
More reliant on stamina and skill set, the Puerto Ricans secured another 5-fight streak, but this time it was unanimous points victories.
And this one goes the distance. Some of the crowds cheering, some are biting their fingernails.
Midway through 2022, we saw Berlanga take those Tyson comparisons a little too literally.
Did he try to bite his neck?
I thought it was a headbutt at first, but that looked like a bite to me.
Part of fighting is to remain calm in an uncalm environment, and he failed that test miserably.
I don't know, I just got aggressive in here, Mike Tyson style, I got a little carried away.
But most recently, against Padraig McCrory, we saw a much more impressive show of aggression.
If he wants to start calling out Canelo Alvarez, he's got to steamroll these guys and start banging the drum for those big fights, and it all starts June 24th on the zone.
How many rounds Edgar Berlanga goes with Canelo? 5? That is
Berlanga needs experience. Berlanga needs to fight with another great fighters. I think Canelo knocked him out.
He knocks out Berlanga?
Yeah. I knocked him out in 7 rounds.
With a 43-fight difference, experience looks like the overwhelming factor in this one. However, with a 5-inch height and 3-inch reach advantage, All of the physical advantages on paper favor the Puerto Rican.
He knows how great Canelo is, but he believes that he's going to win, and he's an underdog. But I'll tell you what, he's got big old cojones on him, and he'll have a right go.
Guard is Edgar Berlanga.
Munguia looked huge against Canelo, and Berlanga is taller and longer. Though in equal measure, the majority of onlookers agree that he's just not ready.
I have to like Canelo again because same thing. Berlanga, I think, just needs a little bit more season.
Stating a lack of defense, Edgar shot down Munguia's chances in the build-up to their Cinco de Mayo showdown.
Munguia has great conditioning. He throws a lot of punches, good combinations. He has somewhat good feet, you know, but he just has no defense. Like, his defense is taking punches.
But where he too has been caught clean by lesser opponents.
On the way in, he's upset at himself.
First time he's ever been knocked down.
He'll need to bring a stronger, sharper, and more airtight package than we've ever seen.
We're going to be ready for everything at the appropriate time, and then we're going to turn it up.
Munguia had 43 fights to his name. Berlanga doesn't even possess half of that professional experience, and so, emphasized by a 9-1 underdog status, public opinion favors another highlight reel Canelo KO on September 14th.
I don't want to say too much about that. I don't really got an opinion. Berlanga, he feels like he earned it, but the fans know who really earned that fight, and I'll leave it up to the fans. Ask them what fight they want to see, and they'll tell you.
Despite being a huge super middleweight, Edgar still stands slightly shorter than Benavidez would.
Stay focused and stay in the zone. He gonna be that one where Puerto Rico and New York is gonna know that they got that. They got it. Yeah, they got that start.
And where the pair lack any mutual opponents or common denominators, Berlanga did go all 12 with Steve Rawls 2 years ago, a former Triple G opponent who was decimated by the Kazakh in just 4 rounds back in 2019.
You know, he fought Triple G. He brought it to Triple G. You know, tonight he was a scared fighter.
Who actually thinks Berlanga could beat Canelo? Nobody.
Losing to an all-time great, as did Canelo back in 2013, can be good business. So even though there's plenty to learn for Berlanga approaching his prime years, it's an all-important leap of faith.
Focus, don't let the cameras and everything else distract you right now. And if you dreamt about Canelo, I know they made fun about it, but if you dreamt about Canelo, now make it a reality of you beating him. Show the world why manifestation is real.
And with a Caleb Plant fight looming in the background, win, lose, or draw.
After I fight Canelo in September, we're fighting.
And if you don't fight Canelo in September?
I got my business already here in September.
The Puerto Rican now sits prepped and ready to find out if he is who he thinks he is, in the most high profile, the most dignified, and the most painful way possible. It was at this moment he realized he wasn't going to hear that word, because we keep things above the belt in every Motivedia presentation.